If you ever went there, you wouldn't come back. I don't remember when I first heard that phrase, maybe in a dream. Maybe it was always inside me. The first time, I laughed it off. The second, I thought it was just coincidence. By the 40th time, I wasn't laughing anymore. It all started like something painfully ordinary. I was tired, worn out from the road. My head was pounding from a migraine, phone battery on 2%, and the nearest hotel was 5 minutes away. The GPS led me down a narrow road between trees. No signs, no lights, just a pin on the map. Hotel Fortuna. Rain began to patter lightly, in sync with my old windshield wipers. That's when I saw it. The building emerged from the fog like a memory. Stone facade, shuttered windows, dim yellow lanterns. The sign was so weathered I could barely read the last part. Ikemanum. Well, here goes nothing, I muttered and killed the engine. The lobby greeted me with a dull chime, like something from an old film. Behind the front desk stood a man in a dark suit, pale face, emotionless smile. Welcome. Just one night. Yeah, I think. I stumbled on the word think. He didn't ask for ID, no credit card. He simply handed me a key. Old-fashioned, brass. The tag read, Room 404. Room 404 was bigger than I expected. Wood-paneled walls, a faded carpet, a dusty mirror facing the bed, a lamp with a yellow shade on the nightstand, a rotary phone, no TV, no Wi-Fi. My phone said no signal, like I had crossed into a dead zone. Old school, I muttered, taking off my coat. The window didn't open, not even a crack. Heavy, fogged with rain, like a painting ruined by time. I sat on the bed, my body ached, my head throbbed. The moment I closed my eyes, I slipped into sleep. Brrrring! The phone rang. I jolted upright, almost falling off the bed. Clock, 3:17 a.m. Hello? My voice rasped. No answer. Just breathing, faint, like someone standing too close to the mic, too close to me. Who is this? Click, I hung up, sat still, checked the door. Still locked, deadbolt in place, but the floor vibrated like a distant train deep underground. I lay back down, closed my eyes, and then I was in the lobby again. Same man, same desk, same smile. Just one night? I didn't remember leaving the room. I didn't remember dreaming. I just restarted. I stood in the lobby again, same lights, same man behind the desk. But something was wrong. When he handed me the key, room 404, his hand trembled, only for a second, but I saw it. I took the key, walked the same steps. The hallway creaked in the exact same place, near 402. But this time I stopped, pressed my hand to the wall. It was warm, too warm. Inside the room, everything looked the same, but it wasn't. The lamp on the nightstand was already on. The phone was off the hook, and on the mirror, a handprint, blurry, shaking, like it came from the other side. This wasn't here before. I whispered it out loud, and then I felt it. Real fear. Not tension, not unease. Fear. I sat on the edge of the bed, head spinning. Then I noticed something in my coat pocket, a crumpled note, my handwriting. This already happened. The phone rang. I didn't want to answer, but my hand moved anyway. Hello? Same voice. Mine, but distant, tired. You have to break out, but not yet, not this time. Click. The note fell from my hand. I didn't write it. I couldn't have. But it was mine. Every curve of every letter. And all I could think was, damn, this looked much easier in my head. This time, I didn't sleep. I sat on the floor, back against the wall, eyes on the door. No phone calls, no knocks. Just the hum of the old light overhead. I waited. I didn't know for what, but I waited. At some point, I started searching the room. Every drawer, behind the mirror, under the mattress. In the closet, taped to the back wall. I found it. A map. Hand-drawn. My handwriting again. Rooms, hallways, arrows, notes. Stairs don't work. Staff hall equals loop. Try the roof? I stared at it for a long time. I didn't remember making it, but I knew, somehow, I had. Later I checked the bathroom mirror. Someone had scratched words into the glass. Faint, barely visible. "You've been here before." I backed away. That's when I saw it. The wall behind the sink. Open. A panel removed. Inside, a tunnel. Narrow. Dark. I crawled in. It led to a room like mine, but older. Dustier. On the bed, a recorder. I press play. "If you're hearing this, you're still here. This is your voice. Your fourth time. You always find this room. You always forget. But the map helps." Click. I sat on that bed for a while. The walls buzzed. The ceiling breathed. The floor pulsed. Then I looked down. At my wrist. A burn. In the shape of a key. 404. I didn't open the door right away. I stood there holding my breath, staring. Like the wood itself might shatter under my gaze. But it didn't. It stayed still. Solid. I took 3 slow steps forward and yanked it open. Hallway, empty, silent. The lights flickered, the same ones I'd walked under a dozen times. But now, they buzzed. Loud, angry, like they were trying to say something. I stepped out. My footsteps echoed weirdly, like the corridor was longer, stretched, tilted, breathing. I walked to the elevator, pressed the button. It dinged. The doors slid open, but there were no buttons inside, no floor numbers, no arrows, just a smooth metal panel and my reflection. But my reflection didn't move. I raised my hand. It didn't. I stepped closer. It smiled. I turned and bolted. Stairs. Had to take the stairs. I ran down 3 flights, then 4, 5. No exits, just walls. And more stairs. Down, down, down. Until a door. Old, rusted. With a sign, greater than staff only. I pushed it open. Inside, darkness. Dust. A desk. A lamp. And a table with a flash drive. Next to it, a recorder. I pressed play. Good, you came down again. 39 times now. This place isn't a loop. It grows, learns, reacts. You're not trapped. You're part of it. Pause. Next time, go up, not down. Click. I sat there, staring at the tape. Then I heard footsteps. Faint, familiar, coming toward the door. Me, another me. Cycle 39 had started again. I was back in the lobby, but this time, it was night. No staff, no lights, just the soft flickering of lamps and the whisper of wind through cracks in the walls. The key was already in my hand, 404, but now rusted. I passed the front desk without stopping, climbed the stairs, but when I reached the second floor, there were no doors, no rooms, just hallway, covered in dark, pulsing fabric. At the end, a mirror, tall, like a doorway. I approached, looked in. My reflection was different, not just tired, older, faded, wearing a hotel staff uniform, name tag Max. I reached out, the surface shimmered, and I stepped through. I was back in front of room 404, but this time, the door was open. Inside, nothing, no bed, no lamp. Just a version of me, sitting on the floor, holding the same flash drive, looking up. "You're close," he said. "This is the last one. One more cycle. You choose. Leave or stay." I didn't speak. He smiled, not cruelly, but like someone at peace. The walls pulsed again. Light bent around us, and I closed my eyes. Ding, I opened them. Inside the elevator. No buttons. Just a screen above. Greater than cycle 40. Begin? I nodded. The doors opened. And behind them wasn't the hotel. It was something else. A space made of memory, of stories, of all the versions of me that came before. In the center, a desk, papers, pens, a glowing screen, and behind it, me, writing. "You're not escaping," he said. "You're becoming. This place doesn't trap stories. It forges them." And I finally understood. The hotel didn't want to keep me. It wanted me to write it.